This building behind me isn't the oldest in Southampton, yet few buildings can rival Southwestern House for sheer tragedy, death and the ghost stories that linger in its corridors. Nestled at the corner of Terminus Terrace and Canute Road, just footsteps from the docks, this striking red-bricked building was once the height of Victorian luxury. Opened in 1865 and originally named the Imperial, it was designed by John Norton in the lavish French Renaissance style. Boasting 100 opulent suites, the Imperial quickly became the social heart of Southampton. Its popularity soared so much that in 1925 an 8-storey extension was added, clad in ashlar stone, bringing its capacity to 200 rooms. But with grandeur came darkness. In 1871, the hotel was purchased by the London and South West Railway, transforming this hotel into a thriving hub directly connected to the Southampton Terminus railway station. Passengers would step off the train and be greeted at the door by red uniformed porters. Today, this station has long since closed, but the area remains visible just southeast of the city centre, where Southwestern House still stands tall. In 1929, in room 667, Mr. Dawson, a guest of the hotel, murdered his wife before turning the gun on himself. The room was closed off for some considerable time. However, the staff and some guests reported hearing gunshots, ghostly voices, and footsteps pacing outside in the corridor. Other guests at this hotel speak of cold spots, music with no source, and the eerie feeling of being watched and being touched by someone unseen. Of course, the hotel staff never officially acknowledged these happenings, but privately, many shared their own unnerving encounters. In fact, one porter claimed to see a woman in Victorian dress at the end of a hallway. She looked directly at him and then vanished into thin air. The same figure has been reported gliding through the old ballroom, once the centre of social life and now a hotspot for paranormal activity. Another staff member heard children laughing in an empty room. She went to check. Nothing, no one was there, just silence. The tragedy doesn't end there for this hotel. In 1912, the hotel was the final stop on land for some of the most notable passengers boarding the Titanic. Joseph Ismay, Thomas Andrews and the Countess of Roths all stayed there. Since then, some guests claim to witness a ghostly ship pass straight through the walls of the hotel, a haunting echo of a voyage doomed to history. But the building's story simply doesn't end with the Titanic. Then came the Second World War. The Royal Navy commandeered the hotel and renamed it HMS Shrapnel, a military intelligence centre which is believed to have hosted Winston Churchill and Dwight D. Eisenhower in the lead-up to the D-Day invasion. And yet, even before this, reports emerged of a ghostly man in military uniform wandering through the lobby. Doors slammed with no cause, lights flicker, furniture moves, disembodied whispers fill the halls. But after the war, the hotel's fate shifted once more, and it became Southwestern House, then home to British Railways, Cunard, and even the BBC. In 1999, however, it was converted into luxury flats and renamed Imperial House by Berkeley Homes. Yet, it's said the ghosts remained. Are these the spirits of Titanic passengers, heartbroken lovers, or wartime souls still echoing through time? We may never know, but one thing is certain: this building calls to me. With its laid past, its ties with the Titanic, wartime whispers, and restless Victorian souls, Southwestern House is a place I'd love to investigate in the future, and who knows what voices we may hear, or what spirits still wait to be contacted.